Man, this is a wonderful occasion. I came here about 35 years ago. Matter of fact, 38 years ago. Been in fraternity for at least 37 years. And, hey man, never did I have imagined that we would be where we are. So all I have to say to that is, how you like me now? 50 in your face. Maybe I'll make a t-shirt of this. No, but anyway, one of the first things I want to do is, I want to recognize all Alpha Chapter brothers. If you're from Alpha Chapter, raise your hand. These brothers gave some blood, sweat, and tears on this campus. Each and every year. And I'm proud of them. They're going to do great things, man. So I want to give them their just due, I'm here because, I've been around for so long. And I just want to welcome you. Gangsta Avalanche, welcome you. T-Bird. And checks in, and let's write some checks. But to the dignitaries on the stage, as well as the Morgan family, I really would like to welcome you, and I'm just so proud and overwhelmed with what we're doing today. Hey man, y'all enjoy the day, enjoy the picnic. Alpha Chapter!
All right, brothers, we're going to have representing the university, Dr. Banks, to come up and give us a welcome.
Thank you very much. On behalf of Dr. Wilson, who wish he could be here, unfortunately, circumstances didn't warrant that he could be here today. He asked that I come and give welcome remarks. And actually, as I think about your organization, and your motto, building a tradition and not resting upon it. And then I think about growing the future and leading the world, there's some similarities there. And to do something for 50 years means that the values of the organization is such that it sustains itself. And just like Morgan State University is going to be celebrating its 150th anniversary in 2017, we're proud to partner with you in your 50th celebration here as the founding chapter of Iota Phi Theta. Incorporated. So on behalf of Dr. Wilson and the executives of Morgan State University, welcome and congratulations.
Good morning, brothers. Good morning. Sweethearts. Yes. My name is John House, 15 Alpha 67.
Nice.
Doing the math, 46 years. Now, I know some trees don't live that long. Okay, I represent you. I want to welcome everybody. The reason for this march on Morgan today is we wanted to welcome back and focus on a lot of the brothers who've been away from the fraternity for a lot of years. So we're focusing primarily on those brothers in the 60s, 70s, 80s who've been away. They come back and look at the fraternity and surprised how tremendously we've grown. We've grown tremendously. 250 chapters are still growing. So, I wanted to hear from the brothers. Any brothers here from the 60s? See you. There you go. Right over there. Okay. Where the brothers and by the way, I'm chairman of the reenactment committee. We're trying to reactivate 500 brothers from those towns who've been away for so long. I want to recognize one, his brother Jimmy Smith from 1968 from the Pink Law. And he is now a lifetime member. Okay? We are brothers from the 1970s, 80s. And what about the 70s? Listen, it's such an honor to see so many of you come back. And those of you who are interested in being reactivated, if you look at the National Conclave Convention, cafeteria is there. We want everybody to come back. We want to see 1,000 new lifetime members. Do we not, Brother Calera? So once again, on behalf of everybody, welcome you. And listen, I'm going to turn it over to our former Grand Calera to make their comments. So thank you so much. Let me bring to the podium.
Hey, brother, just gonna make this short and sweet. Like I said night before last, 4 chapters, man, and we had a vision because these founders up here, the Brothers Pledge in 64, Trifling 28, the Pied Pipers, the Ping Pongs. But just glad to see everybody out here. And for you brothers who aren't active, become active. Because now we hit 50, forget what happened in the past, we're going for the next 50. Go for it. One Alpha, 63, Lonnie's.
Brothers in hearts, welcome to your home. Where you stand is hallowed ground. Because they're spirits. They're spirits. Let's get this. You will pay for it. They're spirits that still stand here. There's Tony Watson, James Anthony Watson Jr., first Morgan student killed in Vietnam, first Iota killed in war combat. There's Charlie Bang Bang Briscoe, one of the better basketball players to walk through these hallowed halls. There's Webster Lewis, one of the great musicians who got his upgoings right here at Morgan State College, now University. Let me just tell you, any Morgan graduate that happens to be a member of Iota Phi Theta Fraternity Incorporated did well. They came from the Bearcat, and they knew about the Centaur. So I'm going to close this by saying, thank you, Morgan. Dr. Banks, thank you. And then I want to say, thank you, Iota. There's a group of Greek organizations on this campus, and they're all outstanding. But only one knows about a half man, half animal that flies through the air and gets things accomplished that other people can't understand or believe in. But guess what? We've seen them.
Good morning. Congratulations. I like to say, look around. You're making history today. We have come back to Morgan to represent Iota Phi Theta for 50 years in and 50 years moving forward, another 100 years. To those brothers who are here this weekend and you haven't been with us for a while, let today mark your beginning, your new beginning again with Iota Phi Theta Fraternity Incorporated. I want you to think about that we have a monument to erect on this campus, that we will always be here. I'd like to also remember our sweetheart, our eternal sweetheart, Audrey Brooks, as we stand here. So congratulations. Congratulations to all of you, because without you, we are nothing. Thank you.
Good morning, Dr. Banks, and to my founders, to the entire brotherhood of Iota Phi Theta Fraternity Incorporated. This is a beautiful site. You know, there's always a foundation before the building is finished. And in 1973, 14 gentlemen called the Black Militant Railroad came across the bridge, and a lot of what you see today was done with the Black Militant Railroad. But on a serious note, this feels very good. When I was on the campus for many years, I was the leader of the CIO, which was at that time the Council of Independent Organizations. And I'm so proud to stand here and remember that opportunity to serve, but to stand here in a different position today, because we're no longer members of the CIO.
All right.
I want you to do me a favor. When you leave here, make a commitment. You know, a lot of times we come together like this and it's exciting, everybody's hyped, everybody's stepping, but I want every brother here, make a commitment to pay your dues. You know, just don't wear the stars, but live the stars. You know, I like all of this on your chest and stuff, but pay your dues, get active. We have enough chapters for you to belong to any chapter. Any chapter. You know, it's always been said that success is a journey, not a destination. Brothers, get on the brown and gold journey. Thank you so much.
This is a day to throw down, man. This time, where's the boy that starts off the ooh, ah, ooh, ooh? Come on, man. Let's give up a little something up here. Come on. Let's make some noise a little bit. Come on, again. Come on. Do it a couple of times. Noise. Charge out.
You see my muscle. You see my shield. You see my muscle. You see my shield. Boom. Hey, shout out to the text team. That's my old tip. Hey, my man. Hey. Boom.
Hey, listen, if you ain't feeling a little bit of juice now, man, this is where it all started. I mean, come on, man. I mean, you don't have some goosebumps. You don't have some goosebumps, and if you're not a little bit giddy, then you don't have no soul. You don't have no soul. And right now, you know, I can remember. Look, it's an interesting thing. So they told me I couldn't talk any longer than an hour and a half. So you know, I got a little bit of time left. Listen, man. I came here from Dallas, Texas, in 1964 to play football here at Morgan. Lost 2 games in 4 years. Lost 2 games in 4 years. Over half my team went to the pros. So, you know, these steps, and there was no Hill Fieldhouse then. So these steps, you know, have a whole lot of history with me. But the biggest thing that I think about when I come up on this campus, when school starts, I'm out here 2 or 3 times a week. I don't work for Morgan, I just work with my students who come here. But when I come through here, man, sometimes I'm going to the library and I see some brown and gold sitting over here on the steps. And I think some of them have little cups in their hands, sneaking a little sip of VSQ. You know? And you know, I remember Lonnie Sproul and Charles Briscoe, all of these guys. You see, you honor them and you revere them. But I not only love, honor, and revere them, hell, they my friends too. We all good friends. But when you think about it, sometimes I come up here and I'll sit down over there on the steps and I just say, man, look, it's amazing that, you know, we started an organization. This is where it did start. And it's interesting that on this 50th anniversary, hell, man, it's clearly time for us to step into another level. You know, this week is culminating now, and we got to start thinking about what's coming up next. you know, what's going to be next? What's going to be in this next 50 years? What's going to be in this next year? This next year is probably going to be the year that defines us, that talks about who we are and says who we are and what we are about. Did we just come together and do a little celebrating, or did we step up to the plate? Did we put our money where our mouths are? Did we really get down? Are we now actually living up to all of those things that the Divine Nine said on Thursday night? You know, they said some great things about what we were doing, and they talked about all of the community service. They talked about how we're doing so many good things for mankind. They talked about how we've made it for 50 years now. What are we going to do now? Are we going to step into another level, or are we going to go back and then start trying to chill out and be cool? But listen, let me put a little bit of juice into this. Right over here, right where these guys are standing, right there where they're standing. You guys right here, raise your hands. Right in there, right there, right in there. Right, Carl Barkley, raise your hand, right up in there. That's where, look, in about 30 days, less than 30 days maybe, there's going to be a monument there 7 feet tall. And if you get one of these flyers, they should be passing them out. Who has the flyers? Pass them out. If you got a stack in your hand, you should be passing them out. Don't you see all these people without flyers? Look, give everybody a flyer. Look, David White, you know he must be from New York. Must be from New York. Look, the flyer has it on here. Listen, you gotta get some goosebumps, man. You gotta get some goosebumps when you read this. This thing says, it tells you what it's gonna look like, but it's gonna be 7 feet tall. The shield is gonna be 2 feet tall. And what you see on the front, the same thing is gonna be on the back. Same thing's gonna be on the back. Look in the bottom right panel. These are the 4 panels that's gonna be on it. These panels are already done. They're already completed. Okay? Look, the bottom right one, which is going to be the front panel, it says Iota Phi Theta Fraternity Incorporated, founded at Morgan State College, University, on September 19, 1963. Motto, building a tradition, not resting upon one. That's the front panel. The next panel is going to say the founding principles of Iota Phi Theta Fraternity: leadership, scholarship, citizenship, fidelity, brotherhood. And Lonnie Sproul insisted on putting down at the bottom there the bow, the shield. And we all know what the bow and the shield, right? We all know about that. And then on the next panel, you see it says what? The honorable founders of Iota Phi Theta Fraternity Incorporated, okay? The honorable founders, each of them are listed there, along with the eternal sweetheart, Miss Audrey Brooks, Albert Bus Hicks, Lonnie Sproul, Charles Briscoe, Frank Coakley, John Slade, Webster Lewis, Elias Dorsey, Baron Willis, Charles Gregory, Charles Brown, Louis Hutnell, Michael Williams, eternal sweetheart Audrey Brooks. That's going to be right there on the other panel. And on the back panel, on the rear panel, it's going to say the dedication. It's going to say the dedication. This monument, this 7 foot tall monument, is dedicated to all who have served and made sacrifices, and to those who remain true to our oath, hymn, and shield as our great fraternity continues to grow, develop, and prosper. Now, come on, give me some ow, man. There's some juice. Yeah, listen. And it's gonna sit right there where these guys are standing, right here in front of the steps of Hurt Gymnasium. And listen, over the years, you could be here on September 19th when it's unveiled. You might come back for homecoming, or you just might get in your car one Sunday afternoon, one Sunday morning. You might be up in New York or in New Jersey or in Virginia or Delaware, and you just might say, I'm going up and I'm gonna take my family and I'm gonna get me some pictures around this founding monument. But whenever you come, on whatever occasion, you're gonna walk up to it and you're gonna put your hands on it. And good God, I get giddy just thinking about it. I get giddy just thinking about it, because it's gonna say this fraternity is really about what they say it's about. And the one thing about it is, when I touch it and I feel it, I wanna know that I got some skin in this. Because I gave my $1,000, okay? I gave my $1,000, all right? Now, I also want to know that we're gonna make a contribution to establish an endowment here at the university. And listen, I don't care what anybody tells you. The goal is $100,000 that we want to give to the university, so that each year we can give scholarships in the name of Iota Phi Theta fraternity. Now, I don't care what chapter you from. I don't care where you went over. I don't care what city you live in. This is where it started. There can't be any other founding place but right here. That's it. This is it. And so everybody should now want to have a piece of it. When you walk up there, why you gonna bring your family here and you didn't give nothing? How you gonna do that? You didn't give anything. All you tried to do was skate through. What happens to a guy online trying to skate? You know, trying not to put no skin in the game. So look, on here, it tells you we want to erect the commemorative monument, and we want to establish the endowment. And it tells you to own a piece of this history, make a check payable to the NIF, or go online and use your credit card. Now, everybody in here got a credit card. Look, you might not want to use it, but everybody got one. Everybody got one. Even you youngsters in college, y'all trying to cry broke. Y'all got credit cards too. Driving fancy cars, wearing fancy clothes, with pretty gals on your arm. So, look, go ahead and make this contribution now. Those of you who are here, who have not had the opportunity, there are guys walking through with index cards. If you want to write your check today, if you want to make your pledge today, get the index card so that we can follow up with you. But let me tell you, man, look, don't be running around making pledges. Write a check. Get it over with. You know, like, you ever been to church? You ever been in church and the pastor says, all right, somebody give me $100. Somebody give me $200. And you know what? Every time you give in church, when the church actually needs it, I mean, it just makes you feel good. You feel like you're gonna get a blessing. Well, let me tell you, when you give to this, when you support it, you're gonna get a blessing, because there is no feeling that's gonna compare. Cats back here talking about I'm talking too long. These cats can't put it, but they can't put no more than 2 sentences together at one time. So they get upset when I come up here and get down. You know, I'm trying to get everybody. I'm trying to have everybody proud. I'm trying to put something over here, okay, that we can all be proud of, okay. And let me tell you, they didn't sit in negotiations with the university. I sat in negotiations with the university. Okay, I'm the guy who started this big initiative so that now we can get this money. Because, Tip, I'm not playing by the Iota. I wasn't playing in 1967. I wasn't playing, and the Pied Pipers ain't never been playing. The Pied Pipers came together and started this initiative with $5,000. Now we got some copycats trying to put up something. But look, get one of these index cards, make your pledge, but don't put down something that you ain't serious about. Put your name, your address, your phone number, the right number, the hot number, not that one you give everybody that you know they can't reach you. Okay, let's make this happen, man. Let's make it happen good, and let's let this monument and this endowment reflect who we are about. Man, I love it. I'm excited. And look, oh look, I know they thought I was finished. Look, I have to say how proud I am to stand here of the current administration. And that has always been the goal, you know. Here you go. Look, I want to say how proud I am of this current administration. I guess, you know, getting all these awards this week didn't help any, you know. But let me tell you, this is one of the greatest periods. On our 50th year, we have one of the cleanest and most honorable elections that I've seen. It was one of the most exciting. And those of you who weren't there to see those numbers flash on that board after the guys had voted, man, you missed something. That was one of the most exciting things. We were all standing there fidgeted and just crazy waiting to see who it was. And it came out Bobby Clark from the West Coast, the winner. He's gonna speak to you. But man, let me tell you, this is the time. This is a time where we gotta go ahead and get down. Man, I love you guys. I want to see. They tell me to keep going. They say keep going. Hey, look, y'all don't know it, but I can go 3 hours now. Hey man, let's do this.
Only thing about duct tape. Oh, I like that one. Cowboy cheerleader.
Wow. Somebody told me back there I should have called time. But brothers, good morning. Just think about it. 50 years ago, the collegians and the jitterbugs were right here on this spot on the campus of Morgan State College, conceptualizing our great fraternity. And look where we are today. Look at where we are today. I'm going to be real short. Now, somebody told me in public speaking, when you say that, that means you're going to be long. But I promise I'm going to be short. I'm going to ask you all just to do one thing for me. Just one thing. Because first and foremost, I thought that this week was just outstanding. How many of y'all agree with me? If we didn't give the MPHC something to think about and talk about, then they have nothing else to talk about. I'm going to ask you all just to do one thing, but first I'm going to ask John Scott and Bob Clark to come up here. I'm going to ask you all just to, whoever is standing next to you, I want you to just put your arm around them. Just put your arm around them. I want you all, and as well on the stage behind me, I want you all to just simply feel the love that's in this fraternity and the unity. Brothers and sweethearts, this is the beginning of the next 50 years. This is the start of something big. If you've seen what has taken place this week, then you know there's nothing wrong with dreaming. There's nothing wrong with dreaming, and there's nothing wrong with chasing those dreams, because you have no idea how close you are to them. So just reach out and touch somebody, look to the left and look to the right, and just say, I love you. I told y'all this is not short, so that's it. Brothers, out. Thank you all.
Brothers, I'm going to enjoy myself for the next 2 days because I told I'm going back online on Monday. So all of us need to have some fun, but I'm going to tell you, the first time I came to these stairs, how many of you brothers, this is your first time on this yard? Brothers, cherish this moment. Take the pictures. Go to the bookstore and get some authentic Morgan State University paraphernalia. Because nobody else will be able to experience this with our living founders, our slew of presidents. Nobody else has what we have. Nobody else has what we have. Right now, right here, you can't compare, no one can compare it. I'm humble, but I'm happy too. I love this. Now he stole my line because I was about to have y'all hug each other, hug a sweetheart, hug a brother. He did that, but see, I'm gonna do something else. Y'all been taking my picture all since yesterday. I didn't get to sleep till 2 o'clock, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take y'all's picture, but with enthusiasm. I was told the freshmen are moving into the dorms right now.
Let's go get them.
Right? So I want all the potential or the future brothers and sweethearts to know who runs this yard. Right. So with enthusiasm, let's have fun, y'all.
If you fill out one of those index cards,
Trying to get that money.
somebody in the crowd, then just bring it up here. Just bring it up here to me, because I'll take your checks, and I'll take your cards. Whatever it is, we'll take it up here. Now, look, there's one thing that we had to do. There's one thing we got to do. We got another founder up here. But, you know, he's a bashful guy. Now, let's out him up here to say a word. Frank Coakley.
I should have blackballed him when I had a chance. All right, with everyone now, let me ask that question that Webster Lewis always asks, and I still ask all the time. Who made lining number 1?
Look, you know, God looked down on the family. And he says we have an outstanding bunch here. He said they must be led with enthusiasm, ability, and confidence. So God said, Lonnie, go ahead.
You don't know what this does for me. I'm without words. We never dreamt when we sat here that I'd ever see a sea of brown and gold. I mean, give yourself a hand. And as I mentioned the other day, pouring the foundation, it was a little tricky, but it wasn't the hardest part. All the young guys out here, you have the hard job now. You know, you pour the foundation. Let me ask the construction guy, Danny Henson, that right? You pour the foundation first, and then so it sort of sets there. But then you have to build story after story up, because we're talking skyscraper. That's what I need you to do. Now, as the first treasurer of Iota, Texas right, send a check. You can't deposit pledges, so send a check when you get a chance. Right here, credit card. I know, I saw your gold credit card the other night. I know you can catch 2-3 of us real quick, okay? But you just don't know what you do for me. Just standing here, I mean, taking pictures, this is great. Have fun, have a good time while you're here. I mean, like everyone said, no one else can say they were on Morgan's, and this is really Howard Grant. I'm loving you. I hope you're loving each one of each other, and we're gonna be around. We're gonna see everyone. Have a great time. Ow, ow.
Ow, ow. All right, now we're gonna. How we gonna circle up, Lonnie? Huh?
You gotta stomp me off first.
Okay. Now, I don't know how he eased up in here without being seen, but they tell me that Baron Willis snuck up in here someplace. one of the original founders. Where is he? Oh yeah, yeah. He took his white shirt off and he got on him a brownie gold Iota shirt. All right. Listen, we're gonna circle up and sing the hymn, but let me just throw out a couple of things before as we start to circle up, because you want to say something?
Yeah, I want to say something.
You want to stomp? Who want to stomp?
We all want to stomp. What's up, damn Skippy?
All right, well listen, before we start, but let's sing the hymn before we stomp. Because once we start stomping, everybody gonna go crazy. Look, listen, let me throw this out now. I want to know, over this next year, remember I told you, this is the defining year. You know, when Carl Price, and you know, hands the gavel, and Bobby Clark takes the gavel, and we stand here sometime next year in the summer, we want to know, hey brothers, order, order.
All down. All down.
Order. All right. Oh, they back here saying let them go. Listen, I want to know who's going to be undergraduate brother of the year next year. Who's going to be graduate brother of the year next year? Who's going to be the outstanding chapter next year? Who's going to be, where's the outstanding region going to be? Come on, man, we got to step down here, man, and throw down. Look, stepping don't get us nothing. It's good, it's fun, and oh Lord, we love it. But that don't get you nothing. It's work. All right. Okay, let's circle up and let's sing the hymn. Everybody back there on the steps, come on up.